Assalamu alaikum class 6. How are you all? I hope that you are enjoying a very good health and you're staying indoors and keeping yourself safe. Also that you're helping out in the house chores now that you have a lot of free time in your hands and you are helping your parents and being nice and loving and caring towards your siblings and others, and also that you are practicing patience. It's a great virtue. You should learn to practice patience. Alright class, you know that we are doing our 8th lesson of comprehension, and today is going to be our last second part of comprehension, and this is our 55th lecture. So kindly open your Understand and Communicate book number 1. Open lesson number 8, Human Needs. We are doing lesson 8, Human Needs. Alright class, this is your previous lecture. I have told you to always carry pencils and erasers in your hands. So let's check our answers, okay? So I told you that fundamental exercise A part 1, and pick out the words from the passage which mean the following. I told you A, fundamental means basic, right? Now let's find out what is the meaning of essential para 1. Essential means second line, first word necessary. And essential means necessary, important, necessary. C, deficiency. I told you deficiency means something is missing, something is lacking. Para 1. Deficiency means second last line, lack. Lack means something which is missing, something which is incomplete, lacking. Alright, D, progressive. Para 2. Progressive means come to second paragraph, second line, second word, advanced. Progressive means advanced. E, contented. Para 2. Contented means second paragraph. It means, do you know what it means? Satisfied. Contented means satisfied, right? Sixth line, primitive people are satisfied. So contented means satisfied, to be satisfied with what you have. Uninteresting. Para 2. Uninteresting is something which is dull, boring, right? Para 2. So uninteresting means monotonous. Monotonous is the fifth last line. Second para, fifth last line, monotonous, which is uninteresting. G, obtainable. Something which is obtainable, you can easily get that thing, right? It is third paragraph, obtainable. So obtainable means something which is available. Third paragraph, third line, available. Obtainable means available. H, variety of or selection. Para 3. Variety or selection means, what do you think variety or selection means? Where you have, a variety of things and you can, select from there. So it is variety or selection. Para 3. Now you know that variety is already, mentioned here, because, the wide variety of food. Now it is a variety or selection means wider choice. Variety or selection means wider choice. Third para, third line. It is, wider choice. Alright. Now, come to I, foreign or unusual. Something which is not which is not native, not from your land. Foreign or unusual, para 3. Foreign or unusual means exotic. It is exotic in the third paragraph, right? Third last line. Exotic fruits. Something which is not from the same land where we live. From another country. Alright. J, moderate. J is moderate. Moderate means, do you know what moderate means? It is the third paragraph. It means, moderate means something which is temperate, right? So it is something which means moderate is something which is, it can be temperate, moderate climate, but since it says, fourth paragraph, so it is temperate in the fourth paragraph. Do you know where it is? Can you find the word temperate here? That we live in a, come to the second and third line, temperate, since we live in a temperate climate. So, moderate means temperate. Alright, class. K. Easily and quickly. Something which is done easily and quickly. Para 5. Now, the last para is the fifth para. Right? This was the fourth para where we found the word temperate meaning moderate. Now, we have to find something easily and quickly. So, in the fifth para, which word means easily and quickly? Second line, first word readily. Second line, first word readily. It means easily and quickly. Alright, L. L, well based or sound. This is para number 5. Well based or sound. Same paragraph, last paragraph of this page. Well based or sound means, what does that mean? Well based and sound? Valid. Third line, valid. But there are other more valid reasons. Well based and sound means valid. Alright, M, magnificent, which is great, right? Which is great, awesome, grand. Magnificent means something which is grand. Sixth para. Come to the last paragraph, page number 50. Magnificent. What can you know the meaning of magnificent? Can you find the meaning of magnificent here? Yes. Look at the last para, third last line. Grand. Magnificent means grand, right? Alright, let's come to the part B. I hope you're checking your work. Primitive countries, it means undeveloped countries. Ancient is something, which old, which is no longer, found in the recent times, in the present, right? Primitive is something which is not in the present. So, primitive actually means ancient, old. Primitive means old, ancient. But if we go for the exact meaning of primitive, because primitive, if you're going for ancient means something which happened long, very long ago, which is not in the present, happening in the present, right? But that is another meaning of primitive. It really means old. Over here, they're not talking about ancient countries. They're talking about such countries which are not developed, right? Okay, B, could manage to live. Could manage to live. Let's come to second para and 8, 9 line. Line number 8, 9. In primitive countries, man's food needs are the same as in the more advanced societies like our own. So primitive countries are also in the present like the advanced countries. We all need food and could manage to live a healthy life on limited types of food. So, manage to live means that we all need food and we can manage to live a healthy life. We can, it's not difficult to live a healthy life on limited types of food. So, over here, could manage to live means, do you think it is could succeed in living, could plan for living, could try to live? A, could succeed in living, right? We can live a healthy life. We can successfully lead a healthy life or live a healthy life. C, the same is true of the second of our human needs. Let's come to first para, 30th line, right? 30th line. Sorry, let me repeat it again. Same is true of the second of our human needs. Same is true of the second of our human needs. Can you find it somewhere? It's the 30th line. The same is true of the second of our human needs, right? But to find out what they are saying, you have to read from here. Alright? Okay. So you need to know we can enjoy the more exotic fruits from countries, whereas primitive man is limited in his choice to the kinds of fruits which actually grow where he lives. Now, so um, the primitive man, he has to make do with what he has, but whereas the advanced country, advanced person, advanced man, he can get food thousands of miles away. But still, what is the basic need? What is the basic human need? Even though primitive man can, he has to make do with what he has, and then the developed man can get exotic fruits, exotic foods, right? And a wide variety of foods. But still, he only needs his basic need is food. He can live a healthy life. You just read that you can manage to live. We all need food. Second paragraph, and could manage to live a healthy life on limited types of food. Just like a primitive man, a developed man can also manage to live a healthy life on limited foods. So our basic need is food, right? Now come to page 30. The same is true of the second of our needs. So just like food is a basic need, and we can make do with the basic things we get, the same is true of the second of our human needs, which is clothing. Clothing is also our basic need. It is our basic need, and all we need are the clothes according to our environment, according to the climate, and according to the environment and climate, right? We don't need to go for very, we don't need to buy imported clothes or very branded clothes. We just to live a healthy life, and it's a basic need clothes. We can just make do with the clothes which we need according to our climate, right? All right. So the same is true of the second of our human needs. Clothing is necessary to regulate the heat of our bodies. It's necessary to regulate the heat of our bodies, right? And we live in a temperate climate, so we need more clothes, right? But let's read the choice we have, and then we are going to read it again. So, okay. The same is true of the second of our human needs. The first and the second need are exactly alike or identical. Do you think they are alike or identical? No. Like the first need, the second need is not false or unreal. Is that what it says? Or what is said of the first need can also be said of the second. The best answer is C. The same is true of the second of our human needs. What is said of the first need can also be said of the second. That it is a basic need. What is said of the first need? That it is a basic need, and we don't need a wide variety. We can have a healthy life on limited resources. Same is true for our clothing as well, right? Uh, Clothing is our basic need, and we don't need a wide variety as well, right? So answer C. D. In Arctic conditions means. Now, dear, I have given you the meaning of Arctic, which means North Pole, right? The North Pole. So it is B. E. Material comforts. Material comforts, let's read the 47th line. Or if you want to know what Arctic means, it is not mentioned here. In tropical countries, but less than people living in the Arctic conditions. So Arctic conditions are people living in the North Pole, where it is very cold and very, in Arctic conditions. So Arctic conditions can be, in a very cold climate as well. So since they're talking about the conditions, so you know that North Pole is correct, because when you're talking about Arctic, North Pole is the correct answer, because it is a very cold area. But if you're talking about the conditions like the Arctic conditions, so in a very cold climate is also correct, right? All right. So material comforts, 47th line. Let's come to the 47th line. Material comforts. So let's read the sentence. Yet the modern house contains many of the material comforts which were denied to the kings and queens of old. So the three-bedroomed suburban house of the average family, they would not be grand enough for a very rich family. And yet the modern house, even though they are not as grand as a rich family, but still the the middle class, the modern house, they have many of the comforts which were not available to the kings and queens of old. So what does this mean? Material comforts means, what are the material comforts? Articles made of soft materials, things that make life easy, costly or expensive luxury objects. It is B. Things that make life easy. Material comforts are things that make life easy, not costly or expensive, not soft materials, but those things which make life easy, make life comfortable. So it is B. Alright, class. So now let's come to today's work. Today's lecture, it is exercise B. You have to choose the best answer. What is malnutrition? I told you malnutrition is when you're not getting balanced diet and the nutrients are unbalanced, right? There is a lack of healthy food. So it can be. Do you think it is A? It is having no food at all. B. It is not having enough of any kind of food. Or C. It is not having the kinds of food necessary for health. It is C. It is not having the kinds of food necessary for health. Number 2. Okay, class, you are going to do it the rest yourself. Please try to look for the answers from the passage, right? If you are unclear, unsure. Number 2. With regard to food, what do people in advanced societies have in common with primitive people? I have explained this to you earlier. What do they have in common with the primitive people regards to food? I have explained earlier. They have the same need for food, they like the same kinds of food, or they eat the same kinds of food. It is very easy. Do it yourself. You have to circle the correct answer. It will be done on your Understand and Communicate book number 1, and you're going to tick or circle, right? The correct answer. Number 3, with regard to food, how are civilized people different from primitive people? Regarding the food, how are the civilized, modern, developed people different from primitive people? They eat more food than primitive people do. They eat a greater variety of food. They eat only foods grown in other countries. It's also very easy. 4. In which regions do people have to wear the warmest clothing? You will find that answer in the text. They need to do so in tropical regions. They need to do so in temperate regions. They need to do so in polar regions. Alright, you're going to find the answer. Where do you think you'll find the answer? Alright, class. On the the first paragraph of this page. Right? Alright. Now, 5. Why would people in advanced societies not be satisfied with the simple shelter of the aboriginal? Why would they not be satisfied with the simple shelter of the aboriginal? A. It does not give them adequate protection against the wind, rain, and sun. B. It is not designed and furnished in the way they want their homes to be. C. It is constructed by an unskilled builder. The answer is very easy. Alright, class. This is one part of your homework which you're going to do. You are going to do it on your books, right? And this is part C, which will also be done today. This you are going to do on your notebooks, right? There are 8 questions. Alright, you are going to do only 6, right? So, we will do 6 and I am going to tell you the answer of one of them and you will do the rest. Alright. The first answer is, why is food a basic human need? Why is food a basic human need? Now let's go to the text. Food is a basic human need because first of all it is necessary to life. It is something you cannot do without, and without it we would starve to death. You will find the answer in the first 3 lines, right? It is necessary to life, we cannot do without it, and without it we would Starve to death. If you write it is a basic human need because without it we would starve to death is also correct. But you can also add more, right? Because they are all pointing towards why it is a basic human need, right? All right. Two, how can we avoid malnutrition? How can you avoid malnutrition? First, you need to know what is malnutrition. Malnutrition is a lack of the right kind of food. To suffer from malnutrition means that a person who is malnutritioned, right? It means that that person is not getting the right kind of food. He is not getting a balanced diet. He is not getting balanced nutrients in his diet, right? So very easy. How can you avoid malnutrition? Very easy. Getting balanced diet, right? Why do primitive people eat only the foods that can be grown near their homes? Why do you think? They are not advanced, they are not civilized, they are not developed. They can only eat the foods that can be grown near their homes. But the developed person, we can get food from thousands of miles away. Why? Because we are more developed and we have modern transport available to us, so we can get the imported foods, exotic foods. But why can the primitive man not get food from anywhere except near where he lives? 4, what is the difference between needs and wants? How do we differ from primitive man in our food wants? What is different between? Now, you know that the needs are the same as well as ours. Advanced man and a primitive man, they have the same needs, which are the basic needs. Are those needs are the basic requirements, the basic minimal necessities. Needs are the necessities of life, the basic requirements of life, right? We have the same basic requirements, but when we talk about our wants, whereas the basic man can live on unlimited resources, but we cannot, right? So he is satisfied, but our wants are different. Why are our wants different? Because we have a wider variety of food available to us. We can eat exotic foods, we can have food delivered in, we have a wider choice of just imagine meat, fruits, and all different kinds of things. So that is why wants and needs are different, and that is why we are different from primitive man, because a primitive man does not have any wants. He just knows that he needs a shelter to protect himself and clothes to protect himself from the harsh climate, and he needs to food to survive. That's all he knows. But what about the advanced man? What are we like? To give the answer, you will have to think about people living in Africa. How are they living their life? They are called primitive man. And what about us? We are developed. We are not as developed as the developed countries, but we are still developed. In this way, we are advanced in such a way that we can have a variety of meat at our at our fingertips. At our doorstep. We can have any different kinds of food we want. We can have different kinds of fruits. We just get out of the house, just go to a market nearby and you will find all the different varieties of foods. So when you have such a variety available to you, and when you are watching the ads and everything, we start wanting different kinds of foods. When we know that there are burgers, if you go out of a house, we can buy burgers from a nearby hotels, restaurants, we can buy pasta, Chinese. So when we know about these things and when they are available to us, we start wanting such kind of food. So our we develop wants, whereas needs are the basic needs. So this is just the difference between needs and wants. Number 5, what is fashion? How does it affect the way we dress? What is fashion? Clothing. We just need clothes to regulate the heat of our bodies. But do you think fashion is mentioned in the second paragraph? All right. What is mentioned about about fashion? We dress differently. Why? Because of fashion, right? We want to be fashionable. If we see other people around us, we see the people surrounding us and the types of clothes they wear. They wear high heels or latest in fashion clothes or latest in fashion. They're doing the latest, their shoes and their clothes and their cosmetics and jewelry, everything. They wear according to what's in fashion, what's the trend. So, what is fashion? Fashion is, the trend which is the present trend, which is in or which is the trend which is going on around us. That is fashion, right? And how does it affect the way we dress? Okay, class, you're going to do it yourself. I have told you a lot about this. 6. Explain why work is a valid reason for changing our style of clothing, giving a suitable example to illustrate your answer. Work related to our clothing. All right. So, come to your second paragraph. Last line. They include work, sport, and ceremonial occasions. If you were listening to my yesterday's lecture, there are more valid reasons for changing our style of clothing. One of them is work. We change our clothes according to our work and according to our lifestyle, right? If we are at home, we will wear different kinds of clothes. If we have gone out to work, we have gone for work, or we are at our work, when we go out to work, we wear different kinds of clothes which are more formal, which are more proper, which are more suitable to the work we are doing, to our environment. So, that is why work is a valid reason for changing our style of clothing. All right. Okay, class 7 and 8, you do not have to do this. You will just do the first 6, right? So what are give a reason for each of the 4 factors. The writer says shelter depends on, but let's just do it orally, right? Shelter. It depends upon the what are the 4 factors? Climate, skill of the builder, social position, and the materials available. So the answer is in the first 2 lines of this paragraph, page number 50, right? So, sorry, I have given you the 4 factors, but you have to give a reason why it depends on these things. You should know that depends on the climate. Obviously, you're going to build your house according to the climate. So the harsh weather, you are not affected by the harsh weather, and obviously, your house will be built according to the builder, according to his skills. And I told you that you cannot ask for a house you see in England or in a foreign country and say, okay, I want such a house. The builder will not be skilled enough to build such a house, and the materials will not be available. And social position, obviously your house needs to be according to the social position. If you are showing a high profile, a high status, your house needs to be grand, right? So I have told you the reasons as well. Name 3 things, question number 8, that a modern house contains but an ancient palace did not. So I told you that the things which were denied to the kings and queens are the material comforts which a modern house contains, but the kings and queens do not. What 3 things modern house contains? What about, what do you think they are? What are the 3 things? A wider variety of food, that can be it. The kings and queen, nearby. The ancient times, it was not very easy for the kings and queens to have such a variety of foods and fruits, and such things were not available to the kings and queens. That is one thing. And what about the other? The house was not as comfortable. The house can be grand, but they were not as comfortable. The beds were not so soft, the sofas were not so soft. They were denied such comforts. And can you think of one more thing which might be missing in an ancient palace? What is the third thing? I told you they do not get a variety of fruits, a variety of foods, and the comfort of a house. the comforts which are available to even middle class or a working family. They can easily avail, easily they can afford such things, right? I have given the examples of a comfortable sofa or a bed. And what third thing can you think of that a modern house contains but an ancient palace does not? Their houses were also not so comfortable. They were not so comfortable as well. Their houses were their houses were very cold in those times. They did not have the heating facilities. We've got the heating facilities. Just by opening of a tap, we can get warm and hot water, right? And many things which are not available to them. They did not have microwave ovens, and they did not many things you can mention. You can mention a lot of things like ovens, microwave ovens. Yeah, there are lots of things. Just think of the fans. They do not even have fans. The ancient kings and queens. There are many things you can mention. ACs, even they did not. They were no ACs in that time. So many things can be added here. Can you think of some more things? Even their washrooms were, we have attached washrooms, they do not even have attached washrooms. Okay, all right, class. So this is your homework for today. You know what? I have told you a lot of things related to the questions. I have given you a lot of information, which will really help you out if you are going to pay close attention to all that I was telling you. All right, you have to do only first six. Only do the first six questions, and it will be done on your notebooks. Okay, class. This is all for today. Allah.